So we're going to have a very quick video this time. We have to say whether each of the following graphs represent functions. We're going to use the vertical line test to do that. And all that means is draw vertical lines up and down through your graph. So the vertical lines mean straight up and down. Okay, that's the only thing to watch out for. Vertical, in layman's terms, means straight up and down. Okay, that's the only thing you need to be careful about. We're not going at an angle at all here. Okay, so let's say if we draw, there's one vertical line, okay, and we can use different colors to draw the others. Let's say we want another vertical line here, and let's do one more, and another vertical line. Okay, the point being that no matter how many of these vertical lines straight up and down the page we draw, each one is only going to hit the graph in one particular place. So the green line only hit it here. The blue line only hit the graph here, the vertex, although that doesn't matter, the vertex is neither here nor there in this question. And the purple line hit the graph there. Each of the lines, each of the vertical lines only hits the graph once, so that means that parabolic shape, the shape of the parabola, does represent a function. So each vertical line hits the graph once only, and that's proof that the graph belongs to a function. Okay. Alright, let's look at the second example, which is the example of the circle. Okay, and we'll try the same thing here. So let's take a pen and draw a line. We can draw it anywhere at random through the graph. Let's say we draw this one, and remember the only condition is that it has to be vertical. Okay, and if you draw this vertical line, you see it hits the graph once, and it hits the graph twice. As soon as you find one line that hits the graph twice, you know that the graph does not belong to a function. This line hits the graph more than once, so therefore the circle does not represent a function. Okay, it's still a valid graph. We can still have the graph, but it's not a function. And in math, a lot of the time functions are going to be the most important type of relation that we deal with. So it's important that we can identify them. Now you might say, well, if you draw a vertical tangent, so let's say we draw a vertical tangent here. You might say, well, this line only hits the graph at one point, but that doesn't matter. If we can find any line anywhere that hits the graph twice, then that's enough. Okay, so this blue line that we drew first hits the graph at two different places, and that is enough to rule it out. It doesn't matter if you get other lines that only hit the graph once. If you get just one line is all you need to hit the graph twice, that means the circle does not represent a function. So the first one was a function, the second one not. Okay. Again, thanks for watching. I hope this is a pretty easy one to understand.